This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. And the Blazers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Navy's offense will start this game off with the football. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. They send the tight end in motion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Dropping back, it's Hill. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go to the ground. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
At third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll run the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll try it again. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
And how nice has it been to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak. Everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the 1st down.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Try to barge their way in. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further. And they'll turn it over on downs. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the running back. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. All right, guys, let's look at the situation for UAP. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to... You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, you came into this one thinking it might be a defensive struggle, and how about this unit? How aggressive have they been early in the game? They're just getting after their opponent, and they come away scoring the 1st points of the game here in the 2nd quarter with a safety.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Get it out on the screen. Past the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Navy quick to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Gets the back moving. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Navy! They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Fuller. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the...
Turning it on! Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Still running at the 40. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Bringing the heat. Got him downfield. Open space at the 25. Gets it all the way inside. 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle.
Touchdown, UAB! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Green. Spits it out to the back. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Got his man out of the backfield. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
So the offense picks up 15 yards after an egregious blunder on special teams. Ready up. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man on the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UAB.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Navy offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Hill. Here's a heat. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Navy Marine Corps Memorial.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Fuller. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Got a little space. And Navy will go back on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And get...
Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try the outside to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, midshipman! And that one will give him the lead. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. The give to the left side. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
From the gun, the ground game. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down for the offense.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Get set, get set.
On the ground, it's Bean. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Gill. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
3:25.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot, It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires on the move. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Navy! The defense putting points on the board. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What are you doing in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall when the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Under fire. Unleashes it on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Blazers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Rides the back on the option, the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
To the air, it's Green. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nowhere to go with the football that time. Great job by the defense watching the QB's eyes. And how about tackling the catch? He wasn't able to throw it deep down the field, but as soon as the guy made the snag, down he went.
Dangerous screen into traffic. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Has to get there to move the sticks. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipmen. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it out. It's Ramsey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Sweet cut there. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Blazers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blazers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll take it himself. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Going to sling it on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been...
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 7 over USC. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Sticks it in his belly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Got the first down and more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
What a helpless feeling for this defense to commit that penalty and pretty much end the game.
Ready up. Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Lasso.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Upshaw. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Caught over the middle. It's Gill. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled. And he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception. But they haven't been in sync. And nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Makes the catch down the right side. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. After the stumble earlier this year,